Black was living a happy life with his wife and daughter. He thought that life would go on like this forever, but before long he would turn into a werewolf. Then, out of nowhere, disaster struck and shattered the peace. His father had died. His dad's friend mailed over the keys to the old house and said he needed to come back right away to handle the funeral. With no other choice, Black loaded up his wife and daughter and left San Francisco. What they didn't know was that a huge danger was slowly closing in. As they got closer and closer to the old house, something was blocking the road ahead for no apparent reason. Black quickly checked the map, but out here in the middle of nowhere, there was no signal at all. Just then, his daughter spotted a figure. It looked like someone was in the shelter up ahead. After hearing that, Black turned to look, and sure enough, a man carrying a gun was walking toward them. After some conversation, it turned out he was Black's childhood friend. Since the mountain road ahead had collapsed, he was the only one who could guide them through. Then the four of them set out. They wanted to reach the old house before dark. While chatting, Black got distracted and ended up causing an accident with the car. Luckily, the car was stopped by a big tree, so nobody got hurt. His childhood friend yanked open the car door, but unexpectedly fell straight down from several feet up. Seeing that, Black told his family to climb onto the roof of the car. Then a familiar tiger-like roar suddenly sounded around them, and they soon saw a figure charging toward them. Thinking back to the terrifying incident from his childhood, Black instinctively tried to shut the door, but before he could react, a fast-moving black shadow flashed by. The huge impact cut his arm. Luckily, the mysterious figure didn't keep attacking. Instead, it dragged away his childhood friend below. After everything went quiet, the family of three quickly jumped down from the car. Then they ran for their lives, terrified the thing behind them would appear again. Relying on Black's memory, he finally led his family to the old house. Black didn't know what the thing outside was, but he was sure it was dangerous. After a violent round of banging, whatever was at the door gradually stopped attacking. But from the footsteps, it didn't sound like it had left. After checking that all the doors and windows were secure, Black turned on the farm's power. When that was done, he comforted his daughter and sent her to bed first. Then he talked with his wife. Right now, the most important thing was to find help, because there was no cell signal here. Black immediately thought of his father's radio station, but there was still no response from the radio. During their conversation, Black said he smelled meat, but his wife said, "How was that possible?" Following the smell, they opened a heavy iron door. It turned out the meaty smell was coming from the jerky stored in here. Black was confused about his sense of smell. Why could he smell it through the iron door? He took a bite casually, but he never expected that the soft jerky would knock out one of his teeth. His wife hurried over to check and found blood on his arm too. They thought it was just a cut from glass, but when they rolled up his sleeve, they realized it was a monster's claw marks. At this point, the couple still didn't realize that Black's body was slowly starting to change. A little later, Black found some tools and started reinforcing the front door, but his wife looked at him strangely, like she couldn't even understand what he was saying. Then, just as he crouched down to get to work, something strange happened.